the WNIT. That will be what happens when the Sooners first walk onto the court in regular season play for the Sooners of women's hoops, part of the Women's National Invitational Tournament. In Oklahoma's first round bracket includes the 17-14, 3-5 Southwestern Athletic Conference Prairie View A&M Panthers, our very own Oklahoma Sooners, 8-21, 4-14 in Big 12 play. On the other half of the bracket, the UAB Blazers, 26-7, 12-4 in Conference USA, and South Alabama, 25-11, even 9-9 in the Sun Belt. We'll preview the first round and second round, hopefully, of the WNIT as far as Oklahoma is concerned. That will happen next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. The women of Oklahoma will have their first round WNIT tournament game on Friday night. And if you have the football ticket, which I don't have on me right now, but if you do have the football ticket, you can get into the women's basketball ticket game for free. Free. That's my favorite price. And they will also have our Final Four team with Whitney Hand, Courtney Perry and Ashley Paris, the Paris twins, Paris Towers, Daniel Robinson, and that team will all be able to be in attendance to sign autographs about an hour and a half before the game starts inside the practice field court of the women's basketball team. The current women's basketball team have to play in the WNIT, though, which includes a game against Prairie View A&M, 17-14, 13-5 in Big 12 in Southwestern Athletic play. Their last game timeout, they lost to TCU 72-41, part of the WNIT. Their head coach is Sandy Puey, a 1987 grad from Northwestern State, and is in her first season at PA&M, Prairie View A&M. So she might be in her first season, but Dominique Newman and Kiasa Williams are not. In fact, they return. They're the leading scorers returning, in fact, for Prairie View A&M. Dominique Newman, 12, 8.3 points per ball game, 3.0 rebounds, and 0.5 assists per ball game for the Panthers of Prairie View A&M. Also, number 20, Kiasa Williams, 5.9 points per ball game, 6.9 rebounds, 1.5 assists per ball game last year for the Panthers of Prairie View A&M. The next home bracket for the next part of the Oklahoma bracket is Oklahoma. 8-21, 4-14 in Big 12 play. Lost to Texas Tech by 20, 104-84 in the first round, opening round of Big 12 play in Oklahoma City last season. Their head coach Sherry Cole, 1980 grad from Oklahoma Christian University, is in her 24th year in charge of the Crimson and Cream. So, not a great season for Oklahoma, but that doesn't mean the talent was down. In fact, Anna Lanusa and Taylor Robertson actually had good years for the Sooners. Anna Lanusa averaged number 22 Anna Lanusa averaged 18.2 points per ball game, 3.4 boards, and 1.2 assists per ball game last season after not playing until conference play started. That's when she really got ripped up because of an injury that happened in the non-conference. First game of the non-conference, in fact. Well, number 30, Taylor Robertson, didn't quite have that problem. She played all games last season and averaged 14.3 points per ball game, 3.3 boards, and 1.3 assists per ball game last year for the Sooners of Oklahoma. The bottom half of the Oklahoma bracket. This will be a Sunday game. So the Prairie A&M game for sure will be played on Friday night, as we already talked about. Get to meet the team and all that. Should they win that game, this game, I believe, will be played Sunday. I think it'll be played in Norman. And it'll be between the winner of Alabama-Birmingham and South Alabama. First of all, Birmingham of Alabama. 26-7, 12-4 in Conference USA. Lost at Wyoming last season, 78-71, in the second round of the WNIT postseason tournament. Their head coach, Randy Norton, is a 1980 grad from the University of Iowa and is in his sixth season in charge of the Blazers of UAB. Returning scorers last season, Rachel Childress and Caitlin Thomas. Thomas, number 20. Richards Childress, number 32. Rachel Childress, number 32, last year averaged 13.6 points per ball game, 3.4 boards, and 1.3 assists per ball game last year for the Blazers of UAB. Birmingham also has number 30, Caitlin Thomas, 12.8 points per ball game, 5.1 boards, and 0.2 assists last season for the Blazers. Now for the South Alabama and the Jaguars. The Jags, 25-11, 9-9 in league play. That's the Sun Belt. Lost to Arkansas in the second round of the WIT. That's the WNIT. 100-52. Their head coach, Terry Fowler, 1986 grad from Lane University, and is in his sixth year in charge of South Alabama. Antoinette Lewis is 35, and Savannah Jones is 14. Those are the leading scorers coming back from USA. Antoinette Lewis, number 35, 14.9 points per ball game, 9.2 boards, and 1.1 assists per ball game last year for the South Alabama, USA, and the Jaguars. Jaguars also have Savannah Jones, number 14, averaging right at about her number, 14.5 points per ball game, 4.5 rebounds, and 1.1 assists per ball game last year for the USA Jags. All right, guys, that is the preseason WNIT first and second round previews for OUWBB. Hopefully next week we'll do a postseason for this and maybe even get to do the WNIT post preseason championship rounds. That'll be really interesting, won't it? Let this team grow a little. All right, guys. If you want to see this, my men's preview, my picks for football, my football previews, anything like that, go ahead. Check them out on YouTube, Boomer Sooner 1982. They're also up on my Facebook page, Harry James Taylor, or on my Twitter, @HypeManHarry. All right, guys, that will wrap this week up for the Sooners. All of my videos are fixing to be up. Check them out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Boomer Sooner. See you guys. Peace.